I got new molds. Have you guys ever seen the video clips on TikTok usually that says, I got new nails, ha 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 ha, and they're all speaking like in a French accent? Well, I got new molds. That's my term for the video today. These molds are actually from Dollar Tree. They are much sturdier and much better than the molds from the last video I used, which were these square ones that I believe I got off of Amazon. These, when they set up, are not completely, I don't want to say straight, but they just don't hold their shape as well. These guys here. I have some round ones that came with this set as well, and the same thing. So, and I don't remember how much I paid for those, but I know it was more than $1.25 each. These, I got 2 of them, and they're $1.25 each. Now, the thing with these is they are a little on the thicker side than I prefer. As you can see here, that's probably close to an inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch thick. I don't like my molds that thick, so what you can do is just not fill it all the way, which is what we're going to do today. So I got 2 of these. They're from, like I said, they're from the dollar store. This is the package they come in. So I'm going to open this one up and get it ready to use. And I'm just going to spray it with some 91% isopropyl alcohol for 2 reasons. I'm going to clean them because they have not been used. And then the next thing, I'm going to spray them one more time just to help prevent any bubbles from happening. So if you guys are new here, welcome. I am a craft channel, and I like to, I started out doing acrylic pour overs on canvases, but I have so many of those and I have a hard time selling them. So I'm going to try to sell what I have at a super discounted price. I'm doing an upcoming event in December at a brewery not far from me, so hopefully I can get rid of those. And I probably won't do those anymore just because they take up a lot of space and they don't sell very well here. So I'll probably just be doing coasters and vases and just mostly resin stuff. So if you're new here, that's my channel, kind of what I do. I am not perfect by any means, so bear with me when I make mistakes, all that good stuff, but that's how we learn, myself and you. I can teach you from my mistakes. We're going to do these molds today. I have my resin mixing on the side of me. Again, if you're new here, I'll just kind of throw it in the camera really quick so you can see. I'll link it down below. This is the Estoyo mixer. This saves your hand from getting carpal tunnel. Very good, because you have to mix a good 3 to 4 minutes depending on how big your batch of resin is. I am doing 4 ounces total. And also, I forgot to show you guys, along with these new molds, I got a set of 3 of these, 2 sets of these. They come with 3 different cup sizes. Let me see if I can get this one out here. The first one I just showed you that's mixing right now is 4 ounces worth. And then the next cup, which is this guy here, this is 8 ounces total. And then this one, I believe, is 16. Yes. So then you got the bigger one here. This one is 16 ounces. So I have 2 sets of those. And again, I want to say I think they were $15 for the set of 3. And they're pretty sturdy compared to the ones I used to have. I don't think I have my other ones anymore. I finally tossed them because they were really hard to work with. But anyway, my resin should be mixed now. And one last thing I want to talk about before I get into pouring into the mold here is don't forget because I don't mention it very often, is don't forget to wear your PPE, which is personal protection equipment. And what I mean by that is to wear your respirator when you're mixing your resin. I work in an outside, very well ventilated area, so I do not have to worry about that. I still do occasionally wear it, but when I'm videoing with you guys, I don't, because it's really hard to hear me talk. And also, don't forget nitrile gloves, because you don't want the resin touching your skin. It is not good for it. So I'm going to turn my mixer off here and let this drip in. And like I said, I measured out 4 ounces total, 2 of part A and 2 of part B. And that might even be a lot. I don't know. I don't know exactly how much this mold takes, because I did not put any water or anything like that in it to measure the weight of it. But I'm just going to give my mixer here a quick wipe off so that this stuff doesn't dry on. It does peel off when it dries, but I find it easier to just do it right away, and then you don't have such a big problem trying to pick it off later. All right, so what I'm gonna do is, let's see, I'm gonna get my smaller 1 ounce cups. Actually, no, I'm gonna do, I have these other little silicone cups. I'm gonna do layered colors in these. I'm just gonna give this one a quick clean out real quick, because it has some white paint in it, which is dried up, but it's flaky, so I don't want it to get in, the flakiness to get into the mold. Or into, not my mold, but into the paint that I'm pouring, the resin that I'm pouring in. And I have a second one here. I'm going to do the same thing so that I can do 2 molds here. So that being said, though, I still do need these 1 ounce cups so that I can put my individual colors in. And I'm going to use mica powders today as my colors. So I want to do kind of fun, like bright colors. I want to do some, like I said, some bright colors. That says, it's weird. This says it's red, but if you look at the contents, it looks kind of orangey. I don't want red. I want, oh, here's orange. Here's the orange I have. This is orange yellow, so we're going to use that one too. And then where's the interference blue, and then orange, and then let's see what else. I might use the yellow. I have a yellow one. I'm going to use that. I want to do just mostly all bright colors, so I'm going to do these 4. So this one is watermelon red. And then I'm going to use this yellow. And what is this? Light purple. Kind of like a lavender. And then this orange. So what I'm going to do is add these to my... I actually remembered this time is to add these to my cup here before I add the resin, because if you add the resin first and then add these, your mica powder is going to go flying everywhere. And I know this from experience because I've done it many times. But this time I actually remembered. So you can add as little or as much as you like. You can always add more, but you can't take away. So I'm going to add just a little. And then we can always add more once we mix. I'm just gonna get these to the side here so I always end up getting resin on them. All right, so I'm just going to pour a little bit of this resin into each of these. Now, like I said, I have a feeling this might be 1, 2, 3. Oh no, I did mix up 4 ounces. I was thinking I mixed up 8 ounces for some reason. I don't know what I was thinking in my head. I was thinking it was going to be too much for these cups, but it's actually the perfect amount. And again, with your cups that you're mixing in, like these guys, you can wipe it out right away, which is usually the best idea, or you can let it harden in there and kind of do it that way. I'm trying to get into the habit of doing it right away, because, you know, doing it later is fine, but it just takes time to pick it out and do all the, you know, before you're, so if you have it ready for your next project, then you don't have to worry about it. So I wipe it out with the paper towel by itself, and then spray a little bit of the alcohol in there, and then just wipe it with a clean towel. And that should take it right out. I mean, you may have a tiny bit left in there, but like I said, you can always get that out later. I just realized you probably weren't in view for that, but sorry. But anyways, I just wiped it out with the towel, paper towel, then sprayed it with the alcohol, my alcohol, and then wiped it out with another clean towel. So I'm just gonna give these a quick mix up, and then I will layer them into my cup that I just cleaned. And then we'll do a little pour in and see how it comes out. I'll do like a tree ring pour probably. I could do a straight pour. Those are the terms that I used when I used to do my canvases. They call them tree rings, so you'll see what I mean when I get there. So while I'm mixing this, I wanted to talk to you guys about this last week has been absolutely crazy for me, and I apologize for not having any videos up. Those of you who watch my channel know that I'm not currently working right now, which I usually do work in kitchens as a cook. I quit my last job, and I ended up having a surgery, which I am all better from now. So I am kind of searching for a job, but I just haven't found the right thing yet. And my husband and I do pet sitting on the side. So we've been really busy with that during the summer, and also my dog walking. So that's been keeping us busy. But this week also I have been working with one of my old bosses at a winery, helping them with a new release launch of 4 new wines they just came out with. And then also, if you watch my channel, you'll know that I just started a video editing class. So hopefully my videos will start looking better pretty soon. But that's where I've been this week. I've just been extremely busy working with pet sitting and working at the winery, all that stuff. So that's kind of where I've been, and I apologize for not having videos this week, but we're going to get started on layering the cup here. Now, when you layer it, you want to remember your color chart, your color wheel. So if I mix yellow and green together, or yellow and orange, it's probably going to make like a muddy, maybe greenish, brownish color. If you want that, that's great. If not, just kind of remember what colors when you mix are going to do, you know, what they're going to make when you mix it. So I'm going to start off with the orange. And again, I'm just going to layer in my cup a little bit at a time here. So I'm going to do the orange, then I'll do pink, then I'll do the yellow, and then purple. So I'm just going to continue layering these, and then we'll come back and pour it in. right, so we are ready to pour in. And I'm just, like I said, going to do a tree ring motion. Looks like that orange is taking over the way I did this, but we shall see. It might be mostly orange now, the way it looks like it mixed in a little bit. And that's perfect. That was about 2 ounces, and then I'm going to have about 2 ounces for this one. I probably could have done even a little bit less. As I said, I don't want it really thick, but we'll see. Yeah, it kind of, my colors kind of blended a little bit. Kind of disappointed with that, but sometimes that happens. So they look about, I'm going to pour just a little bit more in here so that it's even. So these are probably 2.5, let's see, I did 4. These are probably about 2.5 ounces each, I would say. I have a little bit extra, so let's find something. Oh, I've got this, I forgot. I don't know how well this is gonna look, but we're gonna do it anyways. I've got this mold here that I had already done with mica powders and didn't have enough resin for it. So I'm just gonna pour this in, and no idea if these colors are gonna go well with the mica powders or if the mica will even really show up on there, but we're gonna find out. As you know, that's what my channel is all about, pretty much, is let's find out, does this thing, or is this really going to work? We shall see. And I'm just going to scrape everything I can out of here. And I'm going to put my heat mat on, and we'll let this set up, and then we'll come back and demold. Yeah, so this is it so far. I am really kind of disappointed in the way that blended. I should have poured it out sooner. I let it sit for a couple seconds, but it is what it is, and it still may look good. We'll see. Once it sets up, when I'm able to take it out, we'll come back and take a peek at it. But that's it for now. We will be back and see what it looks like. All right, guys, we are ready to unmold these. And originally I was thinking while this was curing that because they kind of blended together, that I would put on the front side some dried flowers that I had. I was thinking about using these, but then I remembered that these have you'll see when I unmold why I'm not going to do it, but let's unmold it and see what it looks like first of all, and then I'll explain why I was going to use the flowers and then I decided not to. So this is still not fully cured. It's still a little flexible, which is fine because I can reshape it once it gets out and lay it flat again, just like so. So you see how it has, you know, the space in between. It's not like, let me find one of my other coasters that I have here. Well, this isn't a mold, but I'll show you. There's no divot. You see how it's just flat surface straight across. So if I put if I put the flowers in here and then put another layer of resin over it to cover the flowers to keep them in there, unless I filled it all the way to the top and made it flat, but I don't want to do that. I think it's fine just the way it is. You can see some of the other colors. There's a little bit of specks of yellow and like the purpley blue. So, you know, like I said, they kind of blended together, but it's okay. We're just gonna roll with it. It's a nice autumn color, What I will do though, I will show you in just a minute here. This one actually is still a little bit sticky on that side, so I'm gonna let that sit there, and then we'll unmold this extra paw that I did. I don't know how this is gonna look with the colors that I had on the bottom already, but we'll see. Oh, actually it's not too bad. So there's that. And so this can be either a keychain or you can use it as an ornament. I was making them during Christmas time as ornaments, and I sold them with people's pets' names on them. So I would do that with my Cricut and just put their name on it. So there's that. So what I will do with this, just to make it a little bit, you know, oomph it up a little bit, I'm going to take my Sharpie and I'm gonna go, I don't know if I want to go just around the outside or if I want to do the top too, or if I should do just the top. I think I'll do the top because I think that we'll start with the top and then see if I need to do the side as well. I may not, it may be just enough to do just the sides. And you know, if I did want to put the dried flowers in, what I would do is put those in first in the mold and then pour the resin over it. But I wouldn't want to do such a dark color like this though, because then you wouldn't be able to see it. What I would do is do like a clear layer of resin to cover the flowers, and then let that kind of cure up a little bit, just enough to where it is right now, and then pour a second layer of the color so that you'll still be able to see the flowers. Because if I poured just the color over this, then you wouldn't be able to see. It would probably, you know, go underneath the flower and cause it so that you wouldn't be able to see it. So this does have a couple of air bubbles in it, but no big deal. Not the end of the world. But here it is. And I think just the top looks good. I don't think I need to do the, I don't think I need to do the side. I think it'll be too much. So we're going to leave that just like that. And then this one, I think what I might do, normally I don't color these, but I think I might go just around the edge here of the paws anyways, just around the edge like that, just to and remember, like I just got some where I don't want it, but if you take paper towel, which I have alcohol, 91% alcohol on there already, you just take that and then rub it, it'll come right off. So you see right now I'm getting it all over the coaster, totally fine. I mean, not the coaster, but the part of the paw that I don't want it to, because the pen is not thin enough to fit in there. Quite all right. So I'm just going to take that paper napkin again and just go right over the part where I don't want it. Perfect. Okay. Ooh, one more little spot. And I think I might actually do the outline of here too to make that kind of completed look. Yeah, that looks better. I like that better than the color I had on the background. So I think it just makes it a little bit better. And this also had a few air bubbles. I find sometimes I pour a little too fast. If you pour a little slower, you'll be less likely to get air bubbles. And you know, I did spray the mold too before, so I shouldn't have gotten really any, but maybe I didn't spray it enough. But either way, let me see if this is... It's only that one part. I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna turn my heat mat back on a little bit and let that cure up some more. So it's pretty much the same as this, so I don't need to necessarily show you guys. I'm just gonna let it cure up and then I'll demold it. So here we have the coaster. Very cute. Next time I want to try again, and hopefully I can get the layer colors to, you know, show up better. But again, you know, nice little fall colors, gold and kind of like an autumn brown, like a reddish brown. And then here I have the paw print. So that is it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.